Students, welcome to accountancy class. I am Narsimlu, commerce teacher. In this video, I am going to teach you CEC first year accountancy. Students, here in this video, I will explain you one journalizing problem that will come in the annual examination for 2 marks with 4 entries. See how the problem will be given in the annual examination for 2 marks. Here one problem given, I will explain the problem and I will also show you how to journalize those accounting transactions in the journal. And this problem will be given in the annual examination for 2 marks. See the problem, first of all, I am going to read it. Journalize the following transactions. First, 2016 January 1st commenced business with cash rupees 40,000, which means the business started with rupees 40,000 as a capital, and this point is important for you because here the word not appears capital, but we have to assume whenever the business started, and the business can be started with the capital, and here commenced business with cash rupees 40,000 means the business begin with rupees 40,000. okay, so here as a capital. Come to next one. January 2 sold goods to Nitin rupees 5,000. Here we sold goods to Nitin amount of rupees 5,000. Next, January 3rd purchased stationery. Stationery is always an expenditure, so purchased stationery rupees 1,000. Rent paid, it is also an expenditure. So these are the 4 transactions. For these transactions we can go to write journal entries in the journal, and this type of problem will be given in the annual examination for 2 marks. See how I am going to write the journal entries for the given problem. First, you can go to prepare the journal pro forma like this. In the journal pro forma, you will have 5 columns. First column meant for date, second column meant for particulars, third column meant for LF number, fourth column meant for debit amount, and fifth column meant for credit amount. Right. See first transaction. What is that? Commenced business with cash rupees 40,000 as a capital. You imagine that as a capital. So whenever we start the business, then the cash come into the business. As per real account principle, the cash account should be debited. When we know the one aspect as a debit account, another aspect would be credit account, that is the capital account, simply way. And here January 1st, see how we are going to write. In your mind you can go to think that when the business begins with cash of rupees 40,000 as a capital. Okay students, here cash is an asset. Okay, assets related to real account. Real account principle says that what comes in debit, what goes out credit. So when cash coming into the business, that should be debited. So here debit cash account to capital account. Remember this point in your mind, it is a specific entry. Whenever the business begins with cash or anything else, that should be debited and capital account should be credited. Blindly you can go to memorize this entry and keep in your mind. Okay, amount of rupees 40,000 in the debit column and in the credit column. Like this we can go to write the entry for January 1st when the business begins with cash and as a capital rupees 40,000. Cash account debit against this account. In the debit column you can go to write 40,000 to capital account. In the credit column you can go to write 40,000. Then you need to write narration being commenced business with cash. commenced business, okay, with cash. If you want, you can go to add it. Next, second entry. See, what is the second entry? Sold goods to Nitin on January 2nd. January 2nd. So what's happening here? Sold goods to Nitin. So Nitin is the name of a person, goods is an asset. So Nitin is the name of a person. When it is a name of a person, it comes under personal account. Personal account principle says that receiver account should be debited, giver account should be credited. So here when we sell the goods to Nitin, is Nitin the receiver or the giver? So Nitin is the receiver. Receiver account should be debited. So here Nitin account debit. So ultimately our opposite account will be credit, that is goods sales account or sales account, both are accepted. Sales account. So goods, here goods is an asset related to real account. What real account principle says? What comes in debit, what goes out credit. So when we sell the goods are coming into the business or going out of the business, going out of the business. So we credited as per the real account principle, amount of rupees 5,000. Like this, we can go to write amount in the debit column as well as credit column. Narration: being goods sold to Nitin. It is a credit transaction. Being goods sold to Nitin. Like this, we can go to write the narration. After that, come to third entry. Purchase stationery for rupees 1,000. Purchase stationery. Stationery is always expenditure. Stationery always expenditure. So as per nominal account principle, expenses should be debited, income should be credited. Here it is an expenditure that should be debited. Which account? Stationery account. January 3rd. Stationery account debit to. Here second aspect is not given, but we identified one aspect as an expenditure. So when we find aspect as an expenditure, we can go to think that the opposite account would be cash account. So here cash account, you can go to write cash account, amount of rupees 1,000. So why we written cash account here? To understand this point, you need to watch the previous videos where I have explained when there is an expenditure, why do we take cash on the credit side, in the credit side of the journal entry. Narration: being stationery purchased. Being stationery purchased. You can go to write the narration here. Being stationery purchased. Come to fourth entry. See what is that? Rent paid. It is also an expenditure. Rent paid. Paid means we paid the rent. Okay. Rent is an expenditure. When expenditure is as per nominal account principle, expenditure should be debited, incomes should be credited. Here expenditure that should be debited, and opposite account would be cash account. A blind trick. So rent account debit to cash account, amount 2,500. 2,500. To understand why we written cash account in the credit side, you need to watch the previous videos where I explained why we have to take this cash account credit side in the journal entry. Narration: being rent paid. Okay. So like this we can go to write the entry and narration. So in the annual examination, you will be given in the last section for 2 marks, one question. for journalizing the transactions. So the question will come like this: journalize the following transactions, and 4 to 5 entries will be given in the problem. For the given transactions, you need to write entries. Okay, transactions, 4 to 5 transactions will be given in the problem. You have to write the entries for the transactions in the journal. Journal pro forma, first you can go to prepare journal pro forma, then entries one by one you have to write in the journal. In this way, if you write the entries in the journal, you will get 2 marks. Okay student, definitely one question will come in the annual examination for 2 marks from this topic, journalizing the business transactions. Students, I hope you understood how to write journal entries in the journal for the given transactions in the problem for 2 marks question in the annual examination. Thank you for watching this video.